friends, I'm Ashley and welcome to Ash's Cozy Corner. In the gaming world, we have tons of different styles of graphics. There's realism, cel shading, hand-painted or hand-drawn art, vector, pixel art, and so many more. Most gamers have a favorite graphic style, and while I love most of them, my favorite is pixel art. What's funny is, while I tend to find games I love in every graphic style, some people absolutely hate pixel art. Like, pixel art is really hated by some, which actually shocked me. If that's how you feel, then this video is not for you. This video is for the lovers of pixel, lovers of art, lovers of the nostalgic feeling we get every time we play one of those beautiful pixelated games. Let's talk about 14 cozy pixel games that you may want to check out. Let's start this video off with Moonstone Island. This game is available on Nintendo Switch and Steam, but sadly, there is no demo available. Moonstone Island is a creature collecting life sim set in an open world with 100 islands to explore. Make friends, brew potions, collect spirits, and test your strength in card-based encounters to complete your alchemy training. This game reminds me of a mix between Pokemon and The Legend of Zelda, with the creature collecting vibe from Pokemon and dungeon vibe from Zelda. There really is a lot to do in this game, like befriending the NPCs on the island, growing crops, customizing your home, taming spirits, the list goes on. Most of the stuff in Moonstone is pretty cozy, but I'm going to be completely honest, the dungeons are not cozy whatsoever, just in my opinion. But everything else seems to be decently cozy. The NPC relationships do seem to be a little lifeless as well, and dating people really has no risk or reward, just makes the relationship aspect kind of boring. However, that in no way makes it a bad game, and I would still recommend it for sure, as long as you can handle the dungeons in the game. It's a nice breakaway from the typical farm sim game. Little Known Galaxy is up next. This one is a fun pixel art life sim, but it's set in space. Join Space Alliance as a new captain in training and work with your crew to solve the mysteries of an ancient relic found on the Gray Planet. Little Known Galaxy is a cozy single-player RPG space adventure full of friendly characters, exploration, crafting, and farming. This game was made by a husband and wife team and is described as Stardew Valley meets Star Trek. This game is loaded with content. It describes a few things like customization, exploration, crafting, and farming, but you also have relationships, romance, and the quest line of restoring the ship. You'll begin the game as a captain in training and rank up as you grow, with each rank unlocking more stuff in-game like new machines and decor. There's a museum to complete by finding different items for the collections, and also some micro research you'll have to complete. However, keep in mind that there are some grindy qualities in the game, and I know some people hate the grindy feeling. Little Known Galaxy is on Steam and also has a demo available to try it out first. Potion Permit is next, another good one to try if you're tired of the typical gameplay loop of a farm sim. This one is a cute life sim RPG. Potion Permit is available on Nintendo Switch and Steam and does have a demo available. Moonberry's residents need healing, and you're the best chemist around. With your trusty tools, a brewing cauldron, and a canine companion at your side, you'll need to diagnose symptoms, gather ingredients, brew potions, and cure ailments in this open-ended sim RPG. Yes, you heard that right. You'll be the town's healer in Potion Permit. This one is a nice change of pace. Instead of farming, you'll be diagnosing and healing patients with potions. To diagnose and make potions, you'll have to solve or play mini-games. For example, there's a few different mini-games to diagnose that feel like rhythm games, and the potion making minigame is more puzzle oriented. There's some exploring to do as well, as you have to explore to find the ingredients you need for the medicine you choose to make. There are a few monsters to look out for while exploring, but nothing too crazy. Last but not least, you get a doggy companion who follows you around, locating hidden items and pointing you in the direction of different residents. I know so many of you guys are dog fans, so I wanted to mention that. Littlewood is up next, and this is a highly reviewed game that has a really nice gameplay loop and a bit of a different story, available on Nintendo Switch and Steam. In Littlewood, the world has already been saved. Now it's time to rebuild your town, learn new hobbies, and forge lifelong friendships in this peaceful and relaxing RPG. So, as the hero who already saved the world, you're trying to unlock memories from the past and also rebuild the town. This game includes 10 different hobbies and crafting skills. Hang on, let me take a big breath. including gathering, mining, woodcutting, bug catching, fishing, farming, cooking, crafting, merchanting, and even a Terra Master skill. That last one is pretty random, but once you defeated the Dark Wizard, all of his monsters were sealed away into cards that you can collect and play cards with. If that's not enough activities to spend your time on, you can also meet some new friends like Willow, Dalton, or Lilith, which are just a few of the villagers in Littlewood. Or you can go exploring around Solemn through enchanted forest, bustling fishing towns, or dark mining caves, collecting rare items and bringing them back to Littlewood to sell or craft with. Up next is Roots of Pacha, available on Nintendo Switch and Steam. Be a part of a thriving Stone Age community. Discover ideas, domesticate crops, befriend animals, and contribute to the growth of your village. Play with friends in co-op or explore the early days of civilization in single player. Roots of Pacha is a single player or co-op farming sim that looks to have been inspired somewhat by Stardew Valley, except taking place way before Joja Cola ever thought about existing. You'll actually be developing tools and ideas like learning to process and preserve food, metalworking, creating pottery, and expanding your village. You are currently in a tight-knit clan where you have amazing friendships and even find your true love, but it doesn't stop there, as you'll also be able to invite new people into the clan as well. Fishing, decorating your house, and customizing your character are all included as well. This game was released back in April 2023, and they're still releasing content to this day. The last update was an introduction of 2 new characters, so not small updates either. That's a feat in itself and shows they care so much about this game. If you're looking for a farm sim with some different vibes, Roots of Pacha is one to play. This next one, you guys, I have ranted and raved about this game ever since it released in early access. If you play any game on this list, please play Fields of Mistria. Right now, it's available on Steam, but hopefully it will be available on the Nintendo Switch when it fully releases. Start your new life. Build the farm of your dreams as you discover a world brimming with possibilities. Magic, romance, and adventure all await you in this nostalgic farming and life sim RPG. So let's talk about the obvious. This game is so cute. The character art is amazing, and the pixel art actually could not be any better. My character's long hair, yes, long hair, flew in the wind when I ran. The color choices in this game pair really well together, and oh my goodness, the attention to detail is chef's kiss. There's honestly so much to talk about, like the magic you get to use in-game that help aid you with different tasks like farming. You can mine, fish, farm, and take care of animals and breed them to be different colors. There's also over 30 villagers to befriend and 12 marriage candidates, and I already have mine picked out. I'm looking at you, Baylor and Island. For the completionists out there, there is a museum you can try to complete with over 50 different sets to complete through fishing, bug catching, farming, mining, and archaeology. For all of this content and so much more, it's only priced at $13.99. I have a full review video, a playthrough, and many more videos talking about Fields of Mistria if you need any more convincing. Next up is Research Story, available on Steam with a demo to try before you buy. In Research Story, set out to discover and record plants and creatures for the Violet Archive. Grow crops, tame animals, and build the perfect farm. Forge friendships along the way as you begin your life as a researcher. You'll start this game as a researcher traveling to Shimmerbrook, where you will discover creatures and plants to contribute to the archive, grow crops, and learn about the conditions they need to thrive, and you'll also be raising creatures while also trying to discover their needs. In return, they'll help you with farming and exploration, but you'll have to find out how to tame them first. Basically, in a game called Research Story, you'll actually be researching plants and creatures, which is done by interacting with the plant or creature, taming the animal or planting the seed, and then waiting until you have either tamed the creature completely or tended to the crop in the correct way. So it's a 3-step process. Just like Fields of Mistria, this game is still in early access, but it does have tons of content and is actively being worked out and updated. Up next is probably one of the most beautiful games on this list, Bandle Tale. Bandle Tale is available on Nintendo Switch and Steam. Bandle Tale, a League of Legends story, is a crafting RPG set in the whimsical world of Bandle City. After a party goes wrong, the portals that connect your home collapse and throw everything into chaos. Using your knitting magic and backpack house, restore the portals to reunite Bandle City. I do want to preface this by saying I've only played like 8 hours of this game game total because I tried to play it and I was just so confused. However, that was before any guides released for the game because it was day one. It will be so much easier to play with game guides. That's why I'm talking about it now. You play as a very shy Yordle who just finished the long 101-year apprenticeship of knitting. Seems excessive, but I couldn't imagine what you'd be able to create if I crocheted for 101 years. Just saying. Throw some parties, cook farm-to-table meals, and craft fun gadgets to impress the people who live there. Bandle Tale also has some fun champions from League of Legends that you'll be able to meet throughout the game. A lot of the game is exploring around and gathering materials while fulfilling fetch quests, but the game is just so beautiful. Exploring was my favorite part of the game. Everholm is next, available on Steam with a demo to try it out first. Lily was spirited away to a mysterious island. As her memories fade, everyone seems to know her and her quest for her missing sister. It's time to establish a homestead, meet your friendly Everfolks, then learn their secrets and solve the mystery of Everholm in this open-ended, minimalist RPG. Hear me out. It does give a little weird, scary vibes for a bit in the trailer, but the description mentions it being cozy way more than the weird elements. Anyway, in Everholm, it seems like your main focus will be the relationships in the game with others on the island to figure out why they're there and finding Lily's sister. The story is non-linear, so you can go at your own pace. There's also my favorite, farming, plus foraging, fishing, animals, and more. There is combat in this game, like Stardew Valley and Fields of Mistria, so steer clear if you want a game with no combat. The graphics in Everholm remind me of Bandle Tale, so you already know I'm absolutely obsessed with these graphics. Both games are exquisite in graphic style and can't be beat, honestly. Have you ever wanted to move into a new house and pack all of your belongings just so you can unpack them again? No? Me neither, but it actually works in game form. Unpacking is our next game, and it is available on Nintendo Switch and Steam. Unpacking is a Zen game about the familiar experience of pulling possessions out of boxes and fitting them into a new home. Part block fitting puzzle, part home decoration, you are invited to create a satisfying living space while learning clues about the life you're unpacking. Over the course of 8 house moves, you are given a chance to experience a sense of intimacy with a character you never see and a story you're never told. Yes, the main point of this game is to unpack boxes. Hear me out, and many others who have already bought this game, it's actually very calming when you're not physically unpacking stuff. If you really pay attention to each move, what the character brings along and leaves behind, you can see the changes in their life, and it adds a story sense to the game that is really appreciated. Up next is a short hike. A short hike is available on Nintendo Switch and Steam, and like the title says, it's a little shorter in length, coming in at around 4 to 5 hours. In a short hike, you'll hike, climb, and soar through the peaceful mountainside landscapes of Hawk Peak Provincial Park. Follow the marked trails or explore the backcountry as you make your way to the summit. Along the way, meet other hikers, discover hidden treasures, and take in the world around you. You have a main goal of reaching the summit, but with the ability to do so at your own pace and the added bonus of a few other things to do while you're exploring. You'll collect golden feathers and also help the characters you already know or meet along the way, and also learn to fly and glide. Overall, it's a great beginner-friendly game to get you started in the exploration genre with that gorgeous pixel art filter. Like I said, this is a short game, but at $7.99, it's definitely worth it. Up next is Gourdlets. Gourdlets is available over on Steam. Gourdlets is a city building sandbox. Place buildings and scenery, and then watch visiting Gourdlets arrive and interact with the world. No objectives, no points, just building. You heard that right. This game has no objectives, no goals, nothing. Just pure calm and cozy. You'll be able to build from a huge catalog of buildings, plants, and decor to design your world for the Gourdlets. Interior design is also available, so the options are seriously endless. Farming was also added into the game at some point, so I mean, what else does it need? I can't even think of anything. The Gourdlets are perfect. They make their homes in what you create. They fish, read, camp, snooze, and just go around living their best lives. This is a beautiful sandbox game to try that I personally recommend, as I really enjoy my time with it. Up next is Let's Build a Zoo, available on Nintendo Switch and Steam. This game has been out for a few years, and if you've never dived into the genre of builder, management, strategy games, this one might just be the one to try out, especially if you're looking for pixel art games. It's time to build a zoo. Construct and decorate enclosures, buy and breed animals, hire zookeepers and vets, then try your hand at DNA splicing and stitch together over 300,000 different types of animals. This can only go smoothly. Let's Build a Zoo has tons of features, including over 500 different animals available, plenty of decor to use throughout the park, hiring of different employees, controlling basically everything about the zoo. Plus, it has the added DNA splicing, which I think means that there are technically over 300,000 different combos of animals you can create yourself. I read a review on Steam that said this game is perfect for a younger age, learning management skills, and I would have to agree. Plus, anything learned through gaming is so much more fun. Of course, I'm not going to talk about pixel art games without mentioning one of the greatest of all time, Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is available on basically any console plus mobile. You've inherited your grandfather's old farm plot in Stardew Valley. Armed with hand-me-down tools and a few coins, you set out to begin your new life. Can you learn to live off the land and turn these overgrown fields into a thriving home? If you're looking for the most bang for your buck plus a pixel style, this is the perfect game. You can easily spend hundreds of hours in Stardew Valley, farming, taking care of the animals, mining, fishing, collecting items from worms, growing relationships with the many unique villagers, choosing a spouse, finding the more secret areas, progressing the story. There's just so much to this game, all for just $14.99. Stardew Valley and Fields of Mistria are my two favorite games of all time, so Stardew Valley is another I would recommend if you've never played. If you don't believe me, go look at over 852,000 positive reviews on Steam. It's truly just a gem of our time period. If you've made it this far, don't forget to subscribe for more cozy game recommendations, reviews, and even some cozy vlogs. Don't forget to throw some of your favorite cozy pixel art games down in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a cozy day and God bless.